no.
Well, okay, we'll try it out. And then,
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. Most people haven't really heard of
oh, yeah, but it's been about.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I was a gym rat for a while.
I think it'd be clear if
That's what I'm saying.
oh, yeah.
Because nobody's got any idea.
So, yeah, okay, so the training starts.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Black kids, maybe, yeah.
You're at the crossroads.
I think that was mainly just kind of the music program there, recommended to me by my contracting group. So, and yeah, it was in there, so some good scholarships available and stuff too. So that was kind of the reason for deciding there. Yeah, that was a good experience. Got some opportunity to learn and practice Spanish. No, that's okay. Last time I did it, so really, yeah, no, very different. Yeah. I found out I had to 5 years before. First time I
I can understand why she says that.
Healthy, so you always get tripped up by your dogs, so you take calls. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, I can understand. No matter what now, if I feel real, just to experiment.
until it becomes habit, where they start looking like that. So you're on the tower.
Yes.
So you're ready? And then they start to make a fish. Hello. As last week, we are starting, I'm starting to do a reminder before service that we should start winding down before the prelude. Again, I respect your time. So the prelude will always start at 10 o'clock. Before then, if you would start winding down, sit quietly, close your eyes, meditate, whatever it is, to get into the spirit of service. This morning, Laura is going to play The Aquarium from the Carnival of Animals by Camille Saint-Saëns.
Buenos días, Iglesia. Bienvenidos a todos. Welcome, everyone, to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Las Cruces. And thank you, Laura. That was lovely. We welcome those of you who are in our sanctuary this morning or joining us online. It's a joy to get together in worship. I'm Cathy Cox, your service associate for this service. My pronouns are she, her, ella, and I am white, medium height and build woman. My hair is long and blonde with silver highlights. Yeah. I am wearing a light beige, very lacy dress with fringe at the bottom. And I probably look a little taller than usual because I'm wearing heels with that are also a very light beige color, and crochet. A warm welcome to all of our guests, whether this is your first visit or your 100th. You are part of this beloved community. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you're from, whatever your life circumstance, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, documentation status, or spiritual path, you fit in here. Your story matters. Your presence is a gift. If you're new here, welcome. Please raise your hand and keep it raised until our greeters reach you and they would like to give you a present. Please also fill out the visitor card located in the seat back in front of you, and you'll receive invitations to participate in our programs. You're invited to join us after service at coffee hour. We would love to get to know you better and allow you time to get to know us. If you have additional questions, join us in the lobby out there by the metal art sculpture right after the service. As we enter into this time of worship, lean into the joy, music, and movement of this multi-generational space. Now let us greet our neighbors in warmth and welcome for 45 seconds.
Oh, my floating.
Good morning. My name is... I deserve that at long last. Yay! I've made it. Okay, I'm your service leader today. I suppose I should do the physical thing. My pronouns are any and all, and we share visual descriptions. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it seriously this time. I'm a brownish white person of Ukrainian, Castilian, French, and a small amount of Seneca blood. Heinz 57. I'm a big guy, tall and chonk adjacent. I am a male heterosexual gentleman with white, who wrote this? With white hair that's poofy in the front to hopefully conceal the fact that my hair is thinning. I'm wearing black rimmed glasses so I can read this. And I'm wearing a powder blue button-down shirt and carpenter jeans even though I'm not a carpenter. My shoes are the color of New Mexico dust. And they're slip-ons, and I'm never going back. Okay, I'm going to do the invocation here. My friends are back there going, do the invocation now. Sam, do it. We come together this morning as people filled with questions, setting aside our certainties to make room for wonder. Today, we invite the wisdom of the wild to gather our hearts, a spirit that reminds us that survival and growth begin with an open mind. We celebrate the spark of curiosity in humans, that restless, sacred drive to understand the world and to understand one another. In this space of inquiry and love, may we awaken our senses and strengthen the threads that bind us. Let us now worship together.
Good morning, church. I'm going to do this from memory. Okay. My name is Eric Ramirez. I serve as the director of music of the church. My pronouns are he, him, and él. I am a brown, 5'9" Puerto Rican gay man. I am thin-ish, I think. My hair is black with salt and pepper sides. It's thinning on the top. It's shaved on the sides. I'm wearing glasses so that I can read in front of me. I'm wearing an orange sweater, a long sleeve sweater, light long sleeve sweater, black pants and black shoes. Today, our gathering song is I Bought Me a Cat by Aaron Copeland. Do either of those sound familiar? Aaron Copeland, if not, YouTube Rodeo when you get home. And it used to be, the theme from Rodeo used to be the theme song to the beef commercial. Back in the day, but you should recognize his music once you do it. But I Bought Me a Cat doesn't sound familiar? Okay, Laura, would you play the melody, please? Yes? Okay. So I usually say please rise and don't. Okay. You have work to do today for the gathering hymn, okay? So this is the easy part. I bought me a cat and the cat pleased me. I fed my cat under yonder tree. The cat said fiddle-I-dee. That's the easy part, okay? So choir, let's help them sing this entire whoosh of a song, okay? I say you can sit. You have work to do, okay? Ready? I bought me a cat and the cat pleased me. I met my cat under yonder tree. The cat said fiddle-I-dee. I bought me a horse and the horse pleased me. I met my horse under yonder tree. The horse said neigh, neigh. The cat said fiddle-I-dee. I bought me a duck and the duck pleased me. I fed my duck under yonder tree. The duck said quack, quack. The horse said neigh, neigh. The cat said fiddle-I-dee. I bought me a donkey and the donkey pleased me. Then I rode my donkey under yonder tree. The donkey said hee-haw. The duck said quack, quack. The horse said neigh, neigh. The cat said fiddle-I-dee. I bought me a cheetah and the cheetah pleased me. I fed my cheetah under yonder tree. She said, see you later. The duck said, yee-haw. The duck said, quack, quack. The horse said, neigh, neigh. The cat said, fiddle-I-dee. I bought me a used car and the used car praised me. I met my car under yonder tree. The car said, I'll go what I want. The cheetah said, see you later. The donkey said, hee-haw. The duck said, quack, quack. The horse said, neigh, neigh. The cat said, fiddle-I-dee. I met me a politician and the politician teased me. I sat with the politician under yonder tree. The politician said, hey, listen to me. The car said, I'll go what I want. The cheetah said, see you later. The donkey said, hee-haw. The duck said, quack, quack. The horse said, neigh, neigh. The cat said, fiddle-I-dee. I met me a UU and the UU pleased me. I sat with the UU under yonder tree. The UU said, with love and justice we shall be free. The politician said, hey, listen to me. The car said, I'll go what I want. The cheetah said, see you later. The donkey said, hee-haw. The duck said, quack, quack. The horse said, neigh, neigh. The cat said, fiddle-I-dee. Good job.
I hope my voice recovers from that. I think I have missed something. Is the chalice lighting? No, there we go. In our Unitarian Universalist tradition, we light a chalice as a symbol of our shared faith and community. As we light our chalice here in the sanctuary, we invite those joining us online to share in the chat where you are lighting yours. Thank you, Eric. New Light by Charles A. Howe. We light this chalice to affirm that new light is ever waiting to break through to enlighten our ways. That new truth is ever waiting to break through to illuminate our minds, and that new love is ever waiting to break through to warm our hearts. May we be open to this light and to the rich possibilities that it brings us. And now, please rise in body or spirit and join me in saying our church's affirmation of covenant and singing the doxology in English and Spanish. The words are on the screen. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus do we covenant with one another. For the wisdom story from Kelly Ingram.
Good morning, church. I didn't think about it. I'm going to need the microphone. Do I just turn it on? Yep. Hello? Yes? All right. My name is Kelly Ingram, and I serve as your Director of Religious Education. I am a 5'3", brown-skinned, mixed-race woman. I have longish black and silver hair that is pulled into a braid right now. I'm wearing a pink shirt and blue jeans and multicolored shoes. They've got pink and yellow and green and black. I'm wearing my barrage of keys. You guys can all hear me coming. My pronouns are she and her. Today, I am going to be using a tool known as the Wonder Box. I apologize to Diane and Jillian. I have to move a couple of things. I'll put them back. The Wonder Box is a storytelling technique used in UU services and religious education classrooms to explore faith themes by sparking awe and curiosity. I bet you're all curious what's in the box. Curiosity is just as much a part of our day-to-day as it is a tool that we were born with, especially by reframing the unknown into opportunities for growth. You see where we're going with this? My apologies, 1 second, I've lost my paper. Okay. Especially by reframing unknown opportunities for growth. No one is more curious than, can you guess? A child. Very good. Hi, Teddy. Examples. Have you ever seen a child blow the wisps off of a flower? Have you ever seen a child pop a bubble? Watch me do this with one hand. Maybe. I should have practiced. Teddy, can you hold that for me? Have you ever seen a child hammer out an idea? Have you ever seen a child push all your buttons? From our beginning to our end, we use curiosity to figure out the world. My grandbaby helped color this. Build relationships and learn. That's a tool curiosity teaches us. And it's a good thing that we are learning, because otherwise we may have catastrophic consequences that leaves us perplexed. We all know what curiosity did to the cat, right? So, I want you all to keep asking why, to keep exploring opportunities, and above all, to stay curious. Thank you. And now we will be led in 2 rounds of the children's choir. Anyone who would like to follow me out after the first round will exit these doors. Thank you.
I'm sorry, things are not in order here. I know we do the, here we go. As we enter this quiet moment together, I invite you to pause and take a steady, gentle breath in and out. Let your breath anchor you here and now in this circle of care. This is a time to honor the fullness of life, the joys that lift our hearts, the sorrows that weigh heavily, the questions that we carry quietly inside. Whatever you bring this morning, know this: you are not alone. You are held here. In the wider world, we hold those who journey through grief and uncertainty, federal workers facing job loss and instability, immigrants seeking safety, trans and non-binary beloveds, women and people of color, those living with illness or disability confronting injustice. We hold up all who live under the shadow of war and violence. May peace, however fragile, find a way. We honor their courage. We carry them in love. In this gathered community, we take a sacred pause to share what rests on our hearts. This time is set apart for lifting up our joys, honoring our sorrows, and marking the milestones of our lives. It is not a space for announcements or political messages, but for the truths that move within us. Are there joys, sorrows, or milestones among us this morning? You're invited to raise your hand to have the microphone brought to you, or to come forward and speak your words aloud. Thank you, Eric. Placing a stone in the water as you do. Or if you prefer, you may take a stone in silence, and as you release it into the water, let it carry the joy, sorrow, or milestone you hold today. May the ripples remind us what we carry is never ours alone. You're welcome to come forward or have the microphone brought to you now.
I'm Jillian Lang. I've been a member of this congregation for 10 years or more. I would like you to spend a second or two and grieve with me the passing of my daughter-in-law in last January and the pain that her family still experiences. I have been their resource since then, and there are times when it's really, really hard for me. I'm the one who has to stay calm and quiet about things, and it's not the easiest thing I've ever done. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nancy Anderson. I've been a member of this church for a long time, and I will be 91 years old on Wednesday. My son James has come to help celebrate. So, happy time.
Do we sing happy birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nancy. Happy birthday to you.
Hi, I'm Christy Mykander. That's a hard act to follow, but I just am experiencing the joy of my sister Holly in Charleston, South Carolina, turning 70 today.
I have a joy today. I don't know whether you knew this or not, but for 20 years I sang in the Mesilla Valley Chorale. We started with Nancy Ritchie, then we went to Carol Nike, and now Judy Bettman. This is her last concert this afternoon at the Rio Grande. And after she finishes her concert, our new director is Diane Schutz, and I'll tell you, she is a crackerjack director. She's the director of music at the Coppertop Church, but I hope you get a chance to hear the chorale today.
Hi, I'm Elaine Martinez. I go by Turtle, and I have a great big thank you to the entire community village that helped me to heal Sweet Pea's abrasion. It took 6 to 8 people every day for an entire week. So thank you all.
Hi, my name is Allison. I'm down here today. I have a very deep sorrow to share today. My good friend who came and visited the church many times, Jonathan Delgado, passed away last night from his injuries in an accident. I feel so much sorrow for losing him, for the woman he'll never get to marry. He was 28 years old.
I have a joy. Wait a second.
This is a joy. Robert Severance, who is in La Posada Hospice, will be 88 on May 8th, and we will have a little birthday cake over there for him, so please come join us, 3 o'clock.
I'll share it next week. Yay. Okay. Any others?
As we close, I offer this final stone for all the unspoken prayers that live in our hearts, joys and sorrows, griefs, milestones, and gratitude, held tenderly by this community. As we gather in this sacred space, we are invited to invest in our church's mission and shared life. The offering we take today and every Sunday is more than financial support. It's a reflection of our commitment to this community and the values we strive to live out: love, justice, welcome, and care. Our church depends on each of us. Your generosity sustains our worship programs, partnerships, and our ability to grow in faith and service. Whether you make a one-time gift, support today's Change for Change partner, or fulfill your annual pledge, every contribution helps strengthen our community and extend our reach. This quarter, our Change for Change partner is Project Link. Through this partnership, we carry our values beyond these walls. You can give online, by mail, or by placing your gift in the plate. Every gift matters, and every gift makes a difference. The offering will now be given and gratefully received.
I have a reading here for us all to enjoy. To be curious is to perform a small act of devotion. Consider the octopus, drifting through the dark, tasting the water with every limb, not just to eat, but to know its surroundings. Consider the wolf, whose eyes never stop scanning the horizon. For the well-being of the pack, finding safety not in isolation, but in the constant curious study of one another. Consider the brave curiosity of the crow, who brazenly teases predators that would happily eat it, just to study their reactions. They really do that. We often mistake curiosity as a mere hobby, something for the tinkerer or the researcher. But in the wild, curiosity is the first shield against the unknown. It is the bridge that turns a stranger into a neighbor. When we stop being curious about each other, when we decide we already know the truth of a person, we break a strand of the web. Today, we seek and find the truth from nature. It teaches us that to survive is to stay engaged. To thrive is to stay interested. And to love is to never stop asking, who are you? Who am I? And how can we walk on this path together? Curious lessons from nature. When I spend time in nature, I see more than vegetation and glimpses of wildlife. I see a complex living dance of curiosity. I see birds mapping the terrain from above, ants laying intricate supply lines, and I've even felt the eyes of a mountain lion camouflaged in the brush, sizing me up for a potential meal. I really have. These experiences have left me curious about curiosity. Let's now explore how wild animals use curiosity, and just for fun, let's rate them to see who wins the honor of being the most curious animal of all. And slide 1, there we go. We'll do some honorable mentions first. This is a Kia parrot, the world's only alpine parrot. Adapted to harsh environments where food is unpredictable, they have evolved what's called a neophilic personality, and that means they just love new things. And for tourists and other people, it can be a very expensive problem because they don't just look at things, they perform destructive testing. They're obsessed with cars, easily damaging them with their razor-sharp beaks, and a smartphone looks like. They snatch wallets, unzip backpacks, and swipe snacks from even the most cleverest hiding spot. Their curiosity is a survival strategy. By investigating every new object, the Kia identifies high-calorie food sources. And because they're so good at this, they spend less time foraging than other birds, giving them more leisure time to be destructive and dismantle things. Apparently, being curious can earn you better food and more vacation time, at least if you're a parrot. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. There we go. Our second honorable mention goes to the raccoon, friend to all. Like the Kia, raccoons are neophilic, but their superpower lies in their paws. They have 5 times the nerve endings of a human hand, and they can identify an object's size, shape, and texture before even looking at it. They can perform these detailed evaluations underwater or in total darkness. Raccoons create mental maps that are both horizontal and vertical, exploring everything from underground dens to the highest branches and trees, and they also lack fear. They'll share a garage with a cat to share its food. They'll also, they'll raid human outdoor buffets, or we call them trash cans. This boldness gives them access to food other animals wouldn't touch, leaving them more leisure time to explore and forge relationships. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. That's a gaming PC, and it looks like that's an LGA sock pin deformation. He'll have it fixed in no time. Next slide, please. The coyote earns our third honorable mention. They're opportunistic super geniuses and are nature's watchers. They're curious about the timing and motion of everything around them. Their curiosity combines with bravery, allowing them to thrive beside people in normally pure human environments. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the right slide. Could you go to the next slide, please? There, that's better. Coyotes observe farm routines to learn exactly when the humans are away and when the dog is sleeping, so they can locate traps, poisons, and hunting spots. Amazingly, some coyotes have even been seen riding the subways in Los Angeles and Portland. So that's actually, the scarf isn't true, but the idea is true. And apparently for coyotes, curiosity saves wear and tear on the paws when exploring new territory. Next slide, please. Okay, third place is the dolphin. Their curiosity is legendary, often overriding survival instincts, a trait which makes them endearing yet vulnerable. While land animals explore with paws and beaks, dolphins use echolocation, which is a biological version of ultrasound. Dolphins can detect the difference between fluid-filled cyst or a tumor. It's documented that they react to pregnant women by detecting a second heartbeat in what appears to them to be just one animal. Multiple accounts show that dolphins have become obsessed with specific spots on swimmers' bodies, leading those individuals to seek medical checkups, and often they reveal early-stage tumors. Dolphins seek out contact with other species for no reason other than they're interested. They form long-term bonds with local dogs or guide lost whales back to the sea, and they live in what are called fission-fusion relationships, societies where the groups are constantly growing and shrinking and changing. So it becomes very important for them to be able to keep track of other dolphins. And by the way, they have a unique name. Each dolphin makes a particular sound for another dolphin, so they have names. So this social curiosity keeps track of who's dating who's still holding a grudge, and who found a new food source. Next slide, please. All right. In second place is the crow, often described as having the mind of a 7-year-old wrapped up in feathers. While most animals flee the unfamiliar, crow's instinct is to poke at it and test it. Their curiosity is a high-stakes strategy driven by 3 factors. As omnivores, in every climate, they must constantly scout for new opportunities, from trash bags to where somebody might have dropped a cracker. They have social intelligence. They're curious about their flock and their members' successes. If one crow learns to snatch a sandwich from a convenience store, other crows follow suit pretty quickly. And third, pound per pound, a crow's brain has the neuron density similar to a primate. Because they're so efficient finding food, they have ample time for play and exploration. And here's a true story. In Japan, crows have been observed dropping walnuts in front of cars so that the car, when it takes off, it cracks the shell. Then they wait for the coast to be clear, then they eat the nut meat. True story. And the most impressive thing from a curiosity and societal perspective in my mind is they have a kind of mourning. When they find a dead flock member, they make this special call, and crows from all over will gather, and they're actually doing something like forensic investigation. They try to figure out what killed the crow. And if they see anybody nearby, they will remember that person and think of them as an enemy. And they look for poisons, and they look for foods that have been contaminated, all in an effort to protect other members of their flock. They'll even remember the face of any human near the scene and treat them as a threat for years. This is not fun. Oh, that's the right slide. Okay. Now, here comes our first place winner. In the world of animal behavior, wolves are famously defined as neophobic, right? The opposite of neophiliac. They maintain deep-seated suspicion of anything new, like me. They maintain, their curiosity has allowed them to survive for centuries in human presence, despite the fact that most people want to kill them. Wolves are social apex predators whose survival is rooted in an intense, unwavering curiosity about their pack, competing packs, in every inch of their territory. And they, like coyotes, are watchers. They observe new things for hours or days, making constant risk assessments. The pack often sends younger wolves to scout out situations. Using complex vocalizations and body language and a very sensitive nose, they track packmates' health and emotional state even from miles away. Wolves must know their teammates perfectly because during a hunt, roles can change within a second. They may have to switch from one prey animal to another. One of the wolves could potentially become injured or tired, and they need to make substitutions and changes in seconds. And the only way they can do that is by an intense knowledge and curiosity of their pack mates. Only through this kind of daily observation and curiosity about each other can a small group of 120-pound animals take down a 2,500-pound wood bison. Interestingly, they also partner with crows. Crows often lead wolves to a carcass they can't get to themselves. In return, the wolves are incredibly tolerant to them, even playing games with them, while the ravens dive bomb the wolves' tails. This isn't about food. It's about a social bond between some of the smartest species in the woods. Next slide, please. Finally, the grand prize winner, humans. Congratulations to all of us. See, we have science and technology, and some of us have shreds of wisdom. But we also have the cognitive power to learn from our animal brethren. From them, we can learn the value of topographical curiosity. Animals map their terrain to find good things, food, water, shelter, and how to avoid danger. As humans, we often become creatures of habit, rarely exploring new neighborhoods beyond our own, rarely visiting restaurants we don't already like. In doing so, we miss the restaurants and lovely people that might become our new friends in a new place that we just haven't gone to out of habit. We can learn the value of social curiosity. Animals observe their group for changes in health and emotion. For humans, caring enough to observe another is a gateway to empathy and mutual protection. Lastly, we see the power of xenophilic curiosity, making friends with other species. Different animals see the world in different ways, and multiple perspectives make life easier. Do we reach out to people from other religions and races and political persuasions? We could certainly practice more of this kind of bridge-building curiosity. And we've even learned that through enough curiosity, we can earn more simple joy and ample time for play and exploration. Let us strive, all of us, to awaken our curiosity, not as a mental exercise, but as a survival strategy and a tool for joy. Curiosity is the first step toward empathy and the interdependent web that defines our UU faith. So, next time you're in nature, try switching from watching mode into learning mode. See what secrets the animals will share with you. I invite you to reconsider curiosity as a spiritual discipline. In a time where our attention is often outsourced to algorithms and outrage, choosing to be curious is an act of reclamation. It is how we, like the pack, ensure that no one among us is left to wander in the dark alone. May it be so.
Thank you, Sam. I think you and Yolanda should do a service together. I think it would be amazing. Would you rise in body or spirit as we sing our closing hymn? Number 94, What is This Life? What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare, no time to stand beneath the boughs and stand as long as sheep or cows. No time to see where words will pass, where flare of blood, their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight dreams full of stars like stars at night. No time and to turn at beauty's glance and watch her feet. They can dance. A poor life this is, full of care. We have no time to stand and stare.
As you leave this space and head out into the bright New Mexico sun, take with you the wisdom of the pack. May you go forth with playful curiosity of the raven, finding joy in the unexpected. May you carry the tactical intelligence of the octopus, navigating your challenges with grace and wit. And most of all, may you carry the protective curiosity of the wolf, looking out for one another, noticing the quiet needs of your neighbors, and honoring the connections that bind us. Go now in peace, stay curious, and be the glue that holds your community together. Amen.
Well, we're going to extinguish the flame. I'll just go by memory. Please join me in saying the words for extinguishing the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Oh, good morning. Hi. Sorry. Is that better? Okay. So thank you for staying to hear our invitations to engagement. I know that most of them are on the back of your order of service, but there is one that I'd like to point out to you that actually is not written on the order of service. And that's an update on our bridge pledging fund, which we started maybe a month ago now, to raise capital funds for a full-time minister to come to join us in our congregation. And I'd just like to give you an update of where we are on that. And we are now at 83% of our goal, which is really great. It's up from last Sunday. So people are still signing pledge forms. I have them here today if anybody wants to participate. We only are shy about $35,000 out of that 210,000 that we wanted to raise. So we have about 175,000 already that's been pledged. As I said, that's about 83% of the goal. In dollars, it's definitely not 80% in terms of participation. So we are going to shut down actively soliciting funds on pledges on May 15. That would be a date coincident with the publication of our congregational record at the UUA site, at which time prospective ministers would be able to see how our church is and perhaps apply to come here, and our search team would be carrying on interviews, at that point. So also at that point, we'd like them to be able to say that we've reached 100% goal with this drive, but not only in terms of dollars, but also in terms of participation. I think it's going to be very important that a minister coming in feels that the majority, the vast majority, I think we already have a majority, but the vast majority of the congregation is participating. So again, just remember, the pledge is definitely desperate. It's going to be proportional to your own family budget, and any amount is welcomed. And again, the point is to be able to say that everyone is participating and everyone is feeling a part of it. So we would definitely appreciate any further contributions that we can have. Yes?
Okay, so we make a pledge for this year. This is another pledge for next year?
Okay, so there's two parts to the bridge campaign. One is it could be a one-time for 2026, 27, 28, I believe is how it is on the form, over a 3-year period. So we're looking to fund full-time ministry over a 3-year period with a lump sum of dollars. We are also looking for congregants to increase their annual pledging by 5% each year, moving forward. Okay, so there's two parts to the form. So yes, that's in addition to whatever you may have already pledged for 2026. Yes. Is that clear? Okay. All righty. So just to point out some of the activities going on, the gallery, since our auction, has a new exhibit. Stay here. Okay. Has a new exhibit by 3 of our own members, Roy Vanderhaa, Charlie Schultz, and Carrie Cole. It is Carl Cole, yes. So please visit the gallery at your leisure. Game night, Friday, May 8th, in the Great Room. May 9th, Saturday, crafters meet. The crafters are working on a banner, poster banner, that's going to be given to Reverend Ali when he leaves. So you might want to stop by and see how they're working on that and how you might want to contribute to that banner, that poster. I think there might be space for people to sign or give little messages or something like that. And then the round table, May 11th, Monday night, here in this room, also on Zoom, will be a talk about planning for after death. Different, I guess, opportunities that people have after they're dead. as to what they can do with their bodies. So should be an interesting discussion there. Okay. Katie is going to also tell you a little bit about 2 other activities that are going on.
I'm wearing 2 hats this morning. You've heard me talk about the grant, and what I'm asking you for is a Hail Mary for those of you who are football fans. In the foyer, I have copies of a letter with self-addressed envelopes to one of our senators. Unfortunately, I made a mistake about the letters and envelopes for the other senator. There's no discrimination, it's just my mind was. And then I have cards like this that on the front have the addresses and phone numbers for our 2 senators and our representatives at the federal government. And on the back talks about our need and a potential script that you might use as you phone them. The issue is, we entered this grant seeking to replace some of our aging infrastructure. We are now pedal to the metal because AirServe has done everything they can with our aging HVAC systems. The one that is the most critical is in our RE Great Room. You know we use it every Sunday for hospitality. And they've done everything they can do. The next call means replacement at the cost of $10,000. With the grant, it was only supposed to be 2. If we replace, you know, it's for the full price. This call is to ask our representatives to use their influence with the Department of Energy to say, hey, these folks at the UUCLC have already been approved as subrecipients at the Tierra del Sol grant. Get that moving. With the change in department personnel as required by the president, everything had to start over again. All the paperwork had to be redone. And we did it. As of January 26th of this year, we did it. But somehow we're still holding. They're still holding on to approval. So I'm asking those of you who feel like getting politically active, make a phone call, pick up a letter. All you have to do is sign, put it in an envelope, stamp it, and mail it. I've got that done for you. So that's the political action part of my message this morning. All right, new hat. Grant. Erase that. Auction. Auction did very well, but we could do a little bit better. We have 3 items that didn't get bids. They're crying, please love us. We're really nice little items, and we don't cost much. They're on the table in the foyer. Out here in the breezeway are some events that have some seats available. If you are interested, the events are a great time for fellowship, and there are opportunities to give back to the church. Just check them out. Maybe there's something that will appeal to you. There's hikes, there's dinners, there's all kinds of stuff. There's also, I'll make a plug, somebody said they wanted to learn how to play backgammon. So I offered a class in backgammon. And we only have 2 people signing up. What's the deal here? But anyway, you look at them, give them a shot. See what you think. That's all I have to say. We did do well on the auction. I don't have a final figure because we're not quite done yet. We have a few things. This is Second Chance Sunday, Last Chance Sunday. So thank you for your time. Enjoy your day.